Welcome to our grand debut. Today we're going to be doing a floral demonstration, and we'll have a Q&A as well. And the title of this floral demonstration is Some Like It Hot. So we're going to have really hot colors, hot pinks, hot oranges, and we're going to mix these colors together. This is the container that we're going to use. It's really quite small, about 6 inches tall, and a small diameter. And this is some wet pack floral foam. And we're going to start by our grand debut. Today we're going to be doing a floral demonstration, and we'll have a Q&A as well. And the title of this floral Katie, you need to turn down your volume because we're getting a bounce back. So we're going to have really hot colors, hot pinks, hot oranges, and we're going to mix these colors together. This is the container that we're going to use. It's really quite small, about 6 inches tall, and a small diameter. And this is some wet pack floral foam. And we're going to start by our grand debut. And we're going to be doing a floral demonstration, and we'll have a Q&A as well. You need to turn down your volume. It's not giving a bounce back.
I'm going to mute us for a second, so we won't be able to hear them, but hopefully it'll feel like the feedback.
Okay. Pardon?
You can still talk.
Okay. So I'm taking this is just a regular little produce knife, and we're shaving down the sides of this floral foam so that we can slide it down into this vase. And we're getting close. Boom. Pardon? Okay. So I'm taking this is just a regular little produce knife, and we're shaving down the side. We saw.
So if we had the YouTube video up, so that's what we're getting all the stuff from.
So this is kind of a trial and error process, and that's what we want it to look like when it's done. And this is ready now to start pouring the water into it. It'll take quite a bit of water. So we're going to start pouring now until it fills all up.
Is this an optical loop?
It seems like it holds like 10 gallons. It's really strange how much water this actually holds. You just keep expecting it to be filled up, and then you keep pouring and pouring and pouring. Wow. Up. There we go. I don't know if we can. Well, anyway, so we filled it up. Now I wanted to show you this bush. Hey!
Hello! Look what I have here also.
Welcome, welcome! Hello!
Danny! Oh, Danny!
Who's that?
Jeremy.
Thank you guys.
We are on the computer, so it looks like there's more people.
I was like, why are they
Kidding, do it on your phone.
Hey guys, we're doing this floral demo called Some Like It Hot, and we've got really bright fuchsia colors and oranges, and we've got these, which I clipped off our neighbor's trees with their permission, but they've got really terrible thorns. I'm going to show you. Let's see. Where can we?
Jeremy?
I can't see him. Anyway, oh, right here.
Ooh!
So I started calling this the devil citrus tree because if you let these guys, they'll put a big hole in your finger, and they go all the way up. So you just kind of clip these guys off. You get rid of them before they get you.
Ooh.
Okay. And so we're going to split these branches into two groups. I'm going to get this bougainvillea out of the way. Okay. And in this arrangement, it's got a real horizontal feel to it. So the first thing that's going to go in are these little citrus branches, and we're going to anchor them in on each side before we start putting our other flowers in. So we're going to place them down on this side. Can you guys see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just shoving it down in that foam. Ah! Who wants one?
Oh! Put it in my gullet!
Huh?
Put it in my gullet!
Put it in. Oh, put it in the bullet?
Put it inside of my gullet.
There's a bullet waiting for you.
Okay, so now we've got the other side, and we're going to go across this other direction. So you guys are the purple contingency, huh? Okay, like so. And then we're going to start with some lemon leaf. This is lemon leaf. We've got a little tree that's right by our front door that has lemon leaf, but they're kind of a yellow or green. These are a darker green. We're going to put these in the middle. And here's a third one. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to anchor in this bougainvillea. And I didn't stand up on my car and wedge myself up between the car and the car door with clippers snipping these things off. So.
Huh?
I was just hoping the door wouldn't fall off while I was doing that, or while I wasn't doing that. Okay, we want to get a horizontal feel, and we want to extend this arrangement out that way instead of the usual up and down. So I'm going to find a place for these to go in out toward the edge. And the bougainvillea is neat because it has these little tiny white flowers right in the middle. Tiny little things. Can you guys see those?
Yeah.
Okay, let's put this guy in. I think he's too long though. Maybe. a little snip. These are really great. Sometimes you don't want to always use your pruning shears, but these are kitchen shears, and they will cut through a lot of stuff really easily. Okay, so this one's going to go, we can get it in like so. Then I think we're ready for our big roses, Nick. If you can bring those buckets of roses out. I'll show you some of the other things that we have. These are really neat. These are called privet berry, and they have almost a pearl iridescence quality to them. They're out of season in Los Angeles, but these were flown in from Australia. Anyway, they're kind of cool looking. We're going to be using those in the demonstration. And then we're going to be using, I think we want all of them. We're going to be using this garden rose. It's a really showy rose, and it's called Hot Pink. What is the name of that? Baronessa. This is the Hot Pink Baronessa rose, and it's they use these a lot in photographs because the inside looks so neat. We also have some other beautiful garden roses that are clipped from my friend's bush. And so we're going to get started with putting a few of these in.
Those purple berries, if those came from Australia, where'd you get them?
I went to the Mart, and there's a big floral producer, wholesaler there called Mayish. So if you want to buy garden roses at the Mart, that's the company who carries them. And you can order them, or you can also just go there and see what they've got in and see if you get lucky. So we're going to start placing some of these in the center. Buddy's here. I don't know if we can let you see Buddy.
Buddy!
Danger.
Yeah.
Oh, she died.
Grab him. Let's see if we can show you Buddy.
Buddy!
Hello, Buddy. Yes.
Buddy?
Okay, we're gonna. Oh, also, I was gonna show you guys. You need to listen now. How to wire a rose. But I'll have to do that in a minute because I can't. Okay, this is one that doesn't have the wire. So when you do roses, you need to wire them, otherwise their heads like hang over the next day and they look really terrible. So you take a piece of floral wire and you take about a third of it. Oh, except you use a wire cutter, like so. And then you just snip this, or Jeremy's going to bite it for us. So you've got about this long of a piece of floral wire. There we go. Ooh, we got to back up. There we go.
Oasis.
And I'm going to show you on this big rose so that you can see where we put this is right into the seed box.
A bug.
Or the calyx. Can you see that round seed box thing? You stick this wire right into that.
Into the base of the rose?
Yeah, into the base of the rose, and then you wrap it around. So I'm going to do it on this one. This one has a really tiny seed box. It's barely anything there. It almost looks just like a stem. Let's see if I can get my fingers to show you. So it's hard to see, but it does have a little seed box. So you stick that into the seed box and then bring it down and then wrap it around. And you have to be careful when you do this because sometimes you can be trying to get that in there and boop, you pop the head right off the rose and then it's like, oh, not fun. Okay,
Trip from heck.
so we're going to put our third rose in, but I think we need to flip it. And it's always good before you put things in to hold it up and see what it looks like and where it should be clipped. And now we're going to put, wow, these are really fragrant and just gorgeous. So we're going to put this on the side. And on the other side. And then we've got some beauties. I'm going to pull them out. They're gigantic. And they're just like really amazing. These actually came with 4 of them all together in one cluster. So they're just like stupendous. And the colors are, I don't know if you can see how wild these colors are, but they just really pop. So we're going to put this in the middle. I think we're going to cut it a little bit more. And when you cut, you want to cut at a 45-degree angle like that. Okay, now this is starting to take shape.
That looks like Easter.
It's really bright with these bright spring colors. Now, we've also got today some ranunculus. And in keeping with these oranges, we've got some oranges and we've got, look at these guys, yellow with some little tips of maroon on the end of them. And so I think we're going to put this guy right in here like this. This is even shorter. Ah. Okay. Okay, so we've got that one placed. And where did those oranges kind of migrated over there?
Woo!
Okay, I put a little yellow one in. That sounded like a blender. Is that the bullet?
No.
No. So it is really hot in LA today. It's like unbelievable. I don't know what the temperature is like there.
In Austin, it's like pretty warm, like 75, 80.
I think I'm going to wire this guy back here because he doesn't want to stay. So snip a little piece of this wire and see if we can get this guy to stay. I don't know if you guys can see. Maybe, Nick, could you hold that laptop up a little closer so that they can see what I'm doing here? I think down a little bit. Okay. So, can you see that wire going around here yet?
Yeah.
So we've just wired that group together with a little piece of wire like that to make them stay where they should be. Because it was flopping around and it was trying to migrate back toward the back of the arrangement, and we didn't want it going in that direction. So sometimes you need to hold things in place when they don't want to stay where they're supposed to stay. Okay, I think we're going to turn this guy around and start working on the back of it, because an arrangement always has, usually always has a front and a back, and usually a left side and a right side. So, you know, we've been focusing on this side of the arrangement, but that's what we've got on the back. So we need to do the same thing on the back, unless you want to just have this arrangement sitting against a wall and hope nobody else goes back there. So we're going to start and do the same thing that we did. We're going to take 3 roses and we're going to put them in the middle, kind of like that. Sometimes, you know, roses have scoliosis. They don't stand up straight. You think, oh, I'll put it in here, and you put it in, and it's like this. And so you have to kind of see what's going on with this stem. You just can see this one's got a curve to it. So you just got to be cognizant of that when you place it. Maybe this one, you want it to curve out like that. And so you can take advantage of that curve that it's got going on in it by just observing that. I think this one's going to have to be cut a little bit. You can measure it where you think it should be and then give it a snip there at a 45. Now this is getting really tight in here, and it's getting hard to find places to stick the stems. And sometimes, like I've got my finger in here so that I can see when that stem goes down, I can feel where it's coming. And then I can just use my fingers to help guide that stem where I want it to go. Because otherwise, when you put these stems in, sometimes you think that you're putting a stem in because, oh, it looks like the right place here, but then, you know, it'll actually be sticking right outside the lip of the vase when you get to the other side. So you need to use your hand and put your hand in so that you can tell where is that stem and where is it going. And now we've got some other beautiful garden roses. I'm going to pull this one up.
Ooh, that's a beautiful color.
Yeah, it's it looks like sherbet.
Yeah.
And so this is going to be something that's going to anchor the roses in the back. You need something that's going to be big to draw attention to it. So I think it's going to go about here, which means we've got to cut it about here. Oh, and the insides of these are really neat. I don't know if you can see that. Well, let me turn it a little bit. It's got yellow, and it's really beautiful. And now we want to get another one, because this other side had a grouping of 3 roses right in the middle. So we kind of want to replicate that, and we want to do another grouping here. Oh, I just got stuck. Some of these guys have really tiny little thorns on them, and even if you use this rose stripper to get the thorns off, sometimes it just doesn't work. It'll just kind of go right over the top of them. And something that you can use is just this knife, and you can just take it along and get rid of any of those thorns that are there. Or sometimes I just take my fingers and just push them, if they're big ones, and just pop them off like that. Okay. We have music. Okay, now we need one more. And I'm trying to think where this is going to go. Here, or we're going to put it up in here. I think that's going to be where we're going to put it. And we're going to snip a little bit off from it. Now this, I don't know, we're going to try to work with this. It's got a real curve to it, so that it's really curving outward. Okay, so we've got those in place, and I think we need some orange back here too to kind of carry this theme. So has anybody seen that movie, Some Like It Hot?
No.
No?
No.
No. You guys are gonna have to watch it. It's I don't know if it's black and white. I think it is. It's Marilyn Monroe, Tony Curtis, and I think Jack Lemmon. And it's pretty funny. I mean, sometimes you see old movies and they're not funny anymore, but this one is a scream. And I think they filmed it down where is that big resort that's down south of here on San Diego is where I think it was filmed. It's really funny. Okay, we're getting close to finishing this. I think we're going to put another vernacular up here.
They have like this stuff.
There's no place to put it.
Yeah, my dad. Well, yeah, I've just been laying here on the couch and
Okay.
washers like you know when it like
And maybe, let's see if we get a yellow one.
But I mean, if you need or want help, I can help. Unless you and Colby.
So all of these colors, I mean, you wouldn't normally think of putting these colors together because, you know, orange and hot fuchsia pink and yellow, but because they're all so bright, they work together.
Okay, I might have this.
It's amazing how many flowers are in such a small vase.
Oh yeah, and it's getting really tight now. It's once you get these things in, you can't move them because if you do, all that foam will just break up like an earthquake, and the whole thing will fall apart. So we're just about nearing the end of what we can put into this tiny little vase. Let's see. We're going to go to I think the sweet peas next, because they don't take up very much room. Well, maybe we should put the privet berry in, and we'll try to see where this is going to go. But this is really a huge base. That's going to be hard to get in there, so we will look at some of the smaller ones, which may be easier to get in the base at this point. Let's see. This is really neat. It's got a real pretty little curve to it.
They left from after I saw it, though, at half 12 when they went.
Okay, we've got one on that side. And one there. Let's see if we can get one up in here. We're getting kind of far away from the arrangement. That's good because that kind of extended it out that way. Okay, so this is, can you guys see those privet berries in there, or are they too little?
I think I can see them.
Oh, yeah.
They look good.
Okay, let's see. Oh, now we want to put some of these sweet peas. And they sell these at the mart too, unless you grow sweet peas. But there are a couple of vendors, and they have about 3 different colors, and they come with these little elastics on them, like that.
Yeah.
So that's what you get in your bunch of sweet peas. It's like that. It's really weird. These look a lot like the bougainvillea. I was going to try to compare. They're kind of shaped like the bougainvillea, so they go well with it. And we're going to try to, these have really fine little stems, so it won't be so hard placing these as it was the privet berry, because they don't take up so much room, and we don't have very much room left in this arrangement. But I think this arrangement, it kind of reminds you of a lot of the, even the colors are really tropical, but it reminds you of some of the paintings that you see in really traditional oil paintings too. It's unusual in the coloring, but then you get this grand look because it's splaying out like that, out and down. That's the movement. When you look at an arrangement, it's kind of like looking at a painting. You see, okay, what's going on in this arrangement? And here you see that your eye goes up and then out and then around and drapes around.
She lives in Lehigh.
Okay. I think this side is about done. We'll turn this around and wow. We'll put a couple of these in and I think we're about done with this side.
California girls.
Undeniable. Dang, Mom, this is like the perfect Easter arrangement.
Yeah, this would make a great Easter arrangement, and I don't know where you live, but this little pedestal vase came from Home Goods. They have great stuff. I told Katie that I was down there every day making a run down to Home Goods, and they were probably saying, who is that lady in black that keeps looking at the teacups? Why is she here 2 times a day? But they have really great stuff, and it just disappears so fast. You go down there and you start thinking about it, and you go back, and it's all gone. So when you go there and you see something, just grab it, because if you don't, a couple of hours later, or maybe 15 minutes later, it will be gone, and somebody else will have it. And I think that's because the prices are super great. Okay, I think we're done with this guy. If you want to, I've got really a tiny little teacup that we could do, or we could just call this a wrap.
Dang, that looks so good.
Looks beautiful.
Beautiful.
So, what is that big one called in the middle? The really open one. Yeah.
I don't know. I got this from a gardener. A good friend of mine has a beautiful garden with all of these roses, and I want to find out the name of it. We have a lot of roses that we just ordered from Heirloom Roses, but it takes them a while to grow. I think we've got 3 that have started, but that's my plan, is that I want to find out the name of some of these and plant them, because you can't find something like that at the mart. The only place you can find something like this is in somebody's yard, and it's just fabulous. It looks like a painting. So, does anybody else have any questions? I see somebody's, it looks like a ghost.
Oh, I'm coming from either side to see your arrangement. So over time, do those little oranges fall off?
What?
Over time, do those little oranges fall off?
Oh, like this one. Oh, I think I hit something. Can you still see it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they fall off. I hear that they don't taste very good. That I don't know. I'll probably try this one, but I don't know if these are supposed to be edible or not. They look like kumquats, but they're just round.
Huh.
I think I'm just gonna get this teacup out of the kitchen. Oh, if I can stand up and show it to you. We don't have to do it today, but it'll give you an idea.
Cool.
I kept this in the, can you guys see this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kept this in the kitchen because the tulips, when they get in the heat, they just, you call it blow up. They just, whoo, and they just get wide open. I thought that this was a cute little saucer cup and the teacup, and this has the same thing in it. It's, you know, you cut the floral foam and put it in it. And then this has the hot pink Baronessa rose in it. And then it's got the same color of tulip that's in it that comes a little bit higher than that. And then this is something that's just from the yard. And it's really cute. It's a variegated green. So as you're, you know, you're doing this teacup arrangement, you would just build this up with that variegated green around, and you don't need to wire the roses for this arrangement because they're so closely into the inside of it. But the color scheme works also with this one too. So this has been really exciting. I wanted to thank Katie for all of the inspiration that she's been on putting this website together, and really all the work that she put into it, and the design work and the creativity and enthusiasm. And also I wanted to thank Nick, who has put in his technical skills and helped this get off the ground and get it running. So it's been a great adventure.
Well, I think you put in the most work of us all.
Yeah.
So we should really be thanking you.
Agreed.
I feel like a florist now.
Do you feel like you've found the florist in yourself, Katie?
I found it.
Well, this was really great. I'm glad it worked, and we got to see you make that entire arrangement. I mean, it really only took about 40 minutes, and that was with you teaching. So, how long do you think it took them to make this at their own home?
I would say about the same amount of time. I don't know, I put one of these together last night just to see where I was going with this and how I had to figure out the structure of it, because it's like anything you build, you have to figure out what goes in first, because if you tried getting these oranges in here after the roses are here, what you would end up with would be sticks and all the rose petals would be off and it wouldn't work. So the first time when you have to figure out by yourself how something goes together, it takes longer. But I think if you follow the, you know, what we've done here, it would take the same amount of time to put this together.
So what would you rate this arrangement in terms of difficulty? Intermediate?
Yeah, at least intermediate. I would say with this one, you have to always keep in mind that this is not your traditional arrangement that goes up. This is an arrangement where you want to keep it up, and you want to keep trying to get this elongated horizontal feel. So that's what's difficult, because I think when you start putting in these flowers, you want to just put them in and you want to go up really tall. So this one is a little bit trickier because you're trying to do things that they don't normally do.
Right.
But it's not impossible, and you know, once you see how to structure it and that you can use a little bit of wire and what to put in first, I think it's been much easier for me to do this the second time than it was the first.
So the first step
it's not an impossible one.
The first step is really deciding what kind of structure you want, like the shape, and then figuring out how to fill that in, and then figuring out like how to make the branches do what you need them to do, wiring them, putting all that in, and then you can build it from there once you get a color palette, right?
Yeah, I think that with the structure, you know, you use the longer branches with those oranges on it and the bougainvillea. And I think I didn't say you have to trim that bougainvillea up a lot because it has lots of twigs, like toothpicks, coming out all over the place. you trim that up and you use those pieces that have bigger, woodier stems to create the structure from this, and then you insert your flowers down through that structure, and you don't want to ever move those woody pieces around. Once they're in place, they're there and you don't touch them. And then your flowers come after that.
Oops, wrong sound. Huh?
Well, it's been really fun, you guys. I'm really glad that you took the time to be a part of this hangout. It's been great to see your faces and fun to have you here.
We're glad to. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Beautiful flowers. Beautiful flowers.
I wish I could have those on my kitchen for Easter.
I know. Well, you could come home.
Is this Easter? Is this Easter?
No, I don't think it's this Sunday. I think it's the next Sunday.
Cody wants another truffle.
He wants another what?
These lemon truffles.
Oh, yeah, those are really good.
They do
Those
wonders.
are about my favorite.
What are you doing to it now?
Oh, I found this little yellow ranuncula that fell down. That I don't know why it was down on the ground, but I decided to put it in since it was already cut.
Oh, great. Well, it looks fabulous. You're taking a picture of it now.
Well, you guys have been great. It's been fun.
I'll let you get out of here.
Thursday night, when I was preparing to come down here yesterday, I just like was on edge, and even Friday morning, just felt like something was gonna happen. Yeah.
Hi. I just wanted to tell everybody that the site is up. It's live today, floristandyou.com. So thanks for checking in.
Yeah. I'll do that. Thanks, Sandy.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Woo. Bye.
No, yeah, this is in the morning. Like, anyways, and then that girl on the second, it's just like, so I was gone, but I just kept saying prayers, and then sometimes then AJ drove down here on Thursday night, and Zach,
Cody, get your neck.
Zach, he came to our house. He came to dinner with us. Anyways, and their transmission is completely out. So they have their transmission car is gone. I thought we were kidding. So they don't have a car to get them back. And so I
She's still recording.
How did we get her to turn it up? Oh no. I'll break my phone.
Yeah, turn off the screen.
Inception.
Just exit.
Hillary Lyles.